Alrighty, how's it going? Another coding day, hey? And the stream title is correct. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I have a few ideas of stuff that I want to do. I've been looking at the plans that we've got for the game. Here they are. On this bright ass screen that we can't turn to dark mode for whatever goddamn reason. And, hang on, gotta turn the music down a bit. Just on my end, it's a little bit loud. Alright, so, there's obviously more upgrades we can do. That's not too hard. But, something I want to do with upgrades that is getting a little bit too out of hand is the upgrade list here. So, it's just very cumbersome. At a certain point, like, I don't really want to be doing upgrades in that. Like, I don't want to be programming them in that way. It's just a real pain in the ass, you know? So I do want to create a custom editor script for this. That, though, I'm not 100% sure how to do. I've been doing a little bit of research on it. I have done it before, too, which is also really annoying. But I want to do it right. And, I don't know. Maybe we could just brute force that. So that's option one. We could try and brute force some sort of custom UI, custom window that allows us to like manipulate the upgrades a little bit easier. It's not so cumbersome and annoying. The next idea I had. We could add some new enemies. That's not that hard to do. Especially something like a brute. We could do that. Absolutely. It would only be a temporary character model to begin with, but we could do that. There was another thing that I had. Another idea that I had. What was it? So we could either work on upgrades or the upgrade manager that I want to do. We could either work on enemies or we could... What else? What else? I can't remember. I think that's about it. There was definitely something else that I thought of that I wanted to try, but I can't remember. But of those two things, the thing I feel most equipped to do is adding an enemy. So, let's head over to Mixamo and see if we can even download one. I probably should have tried to download it before I started stream. I don't know how happy stream is going to be with me trying to download things. You know? Doesn't tend to go well normally. God damn it. Hang on, let me sign in. Every time. It always makes you sign in. There's never a remember this goddamn login shit. I mean, I think it does, but for like a day. You gotta be pretty constant with it, I'm pretty sure. Adobe doesn't fuck around. Does anyone else think it's crazy that Adobe runs this and it's still free? Because I feel like it is. Alright, so if we're going for a brute, we're gonna do something like this, right? Something like this guy here. Or maybe we'll use the boss. Like, that's just the shape that we would need, you know? And I like the idea that it's sort of set up as a melee as well. Because I think that's how we would code it. Ooh, we could do doozy. No, I think that is the way to go. And then that would take us back to animations. There should be a pack of animations specifically for this guy. How do you spell mutant? Was it with an A or with an E? Mutant? I can't remember. Where's the pack? Alright, creature pack. What's this one got? Jump, walk. Hang on, hang on, hang on. No, come back. Gee, Jesus Christ, he got to his feet quick. Alright, so that's more just like the idling, sort of getting around type shit. Okay. I'd say we'll get both. How's this different? Alright, well, I think it has a couple of overlapping animations, but should I get them both? Be good if you could see what animations are a part of it. Either way, I think we gotta download both of them. Alright, T-pose? I don't know. Can't remember the difference. Alright, I just download it as is. I think if we need to re-download it, we can try. And I think I'll download both packs. Just for safety, you know? See, like, I'm pretty sure it had that same jump. But oh well, we'll get them both anyway. And we'll see what we can do with them. What do we got? Don't look at all my other downloads. I'm glad there wasn't anything sketchy there. Alright, 2 creature packs. Creature pack and creature NPC pack. Where'd you open up at? Right here. Alright, you're gonna just have to watch the thing for a second while I figure this out. Because now I'm looking through my shit. I don't want you to see it. Secret. Actually, no, you can probably see this. Alright, so this is my current characters that I got. We're gonna call this Mutant. This is gonna be the base. We're gonna be able to create... We just want the shape of the enemy, essentially. We're gonna be able to recreate the character model and then just reuse the animations. So how do I have those other ones sorted? I don't know, what do I got here? Extract all. Get that out. Oh, Jesus. Why'd you do that weird? It only extracted one, okay. Okay. Alright, so what do we got? Creature NPC. We have left turn, right turn, mutant FBX. Okay. So let's take those and just chuck them straight into Unity and see what we can do with that. Hopefully, we don't have to change anything. Alright, where have I got everything organized to? Characters, right here. We're going to call it... Again, probably just... no, we'll call it Brute. We're calling it Mutant. Alright, and we're going to chuck these in here. Alright. Also, let us turn off enemy spawner. Does that now give us an empty build? That works, right? How are you spawning? This isn't fair. What the fuck? How did that... Didn't I have something in here to stop spawning? I should have. No idea. Alright, what am I thinking, hey? What am I thinking? I think I just want a quick way to turn off spawning there. How does enemy spawning work? Let's quickly figure that out. Just because it'll be a little bit of a pain in the ass, I imagine. Enemy spawner right here. Go away for now. This has to have an update method, does it not? How does it not... How does this work? How does this work without an update method? I'm confused. I was gonna say, I'm glad you can't hear music just pumping in the background. Mum's in the shed listening to music, and the shed acts like a giant amplifier. Alright, where are we at? Start next round, spawning in progress, individual race scores, modify element, wave number. Okay, yeah. Spawn enemies. Where's that being called from? Oh, this must be the game state. Oh. God, maybe I've done this weird. I don't know. So just how do I stop all of this at the right spot? Where is the spot to stop it is sort of what I'm looking for here. And I'm thinking maybe we just don't tick the state machine. Possibly. Or, I have an even better idea maybe. What if we just create a custom round? Like a custom state. That is like a testing state. Is that stupid? I don't know. What happens if I just literally comment this out? Have I done it? Have I just stopped? Also, I have a pimple on my top lip, and it hurts. It sucks. I've just noticed it now. And now I can't stop feeling with it. Ugh. My cat keeps staring at me as well. I don't know what I did to him. Alright. That seems to be happy. Sick. Alright. Too far. Where's the character? Jesus Christ, why is this so hard to do? It's been a minute, alright? I haven't been I need to work on this more in my off time. Alright, you need to be bigger for sure, right? Did any of you give me... No. Should probably download the character, right? Yeah, use this character. God, love my internet. It's so good, isn't it? What am I missing? Just give me like a just regular T-pose. This doesn't... Oh, I think it's because I downloaded a pack. Alright, so if I download this, maybe it gives me something different. I love how it's 18 megabytes and it still takes time. I got great internet, don't I? So that's an e-boy pose to idle. I was like, what? What? Alright. Downloads? Yep. Don't look at all my other sketchy downloads. Yeah, they're all pretty chill. Okay, what do I get in this FBX? I should have... Why did I do that weird? That was dumb. I just want the materials. Ah! What's this? Fix now. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Hey, I did it! So I could have deleted that, right? Alright, well I didn't necessarily need to do that because we will be replacing it. But there we go. Okay, well we can get rid of that. I don't think I needed to do any of that. Let's move this into the base folder. Along with this. Oh, god damn it. Wait, I just want to change it. Where is the material? Stop playing creepy songs. Why you do this to me? We had the answers, and then I just wanted to move the folder a little bit. Okay, fine. I hate you. I don't get it. But it works, I suppose. I just want to open Show and Explorer. I just want to see how big it is. Yeah, 2000 by 2000. Okay, cool. That's fine because that's what it's set to. I just wanted to check that. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. He's great. I don't know, is that big enough, do we reckon? I think he needs to be a bit bigger than that, right? What we got? What's low man? Oh, low man's the other one that I use. Oh, that's me. Crypto's me. I'm looking for the Mark II. Killing it. Out here, killing it. When I grow up, I want a pony, eh? He definitely needs to be bigger, like way bigger. Yeah. You know the best thing about this? The way I'm gonna make him enter is instead of a drop ship coming down and dropping off these guys, this motherfucker is the drop ship. He's just gonna fall out of the sky and straight through the roof. That's what we're doing. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait. Alright, we can get rid of the foot soldier. This drone doesn't count as a drone, right? God, Mum listens to some shit music sometimes, I gotta say. And I can't help but sing along, so they're gonna get stuck in my head. Ah, fine, we'll keep that dude. Alright, let's try and animate some shit, eh? I want to actually bring back the enemy foot soldier. Because you and your bullshit is going to be how I learn. Oh god, I need to do some work reformatting all this code. It's getting a bit rough. Okay, what do we need? What do we need in here? So we got enemy AI. Enemy part controller. We're not going to need that. We're not going to need that currently. I want... Okay, I think we just got to create an animator first. I think that's step one. Is creating an animator for the little bastard. Alright, so let's do that. Mutant. We're gonna... Could I just add all of these to a... Create animator? Nah, that didn't work. Okay, you. Animation. It's been a minute since I've done this, alright? I don't know how to do this shit anymore. Let's just get him to walk first, hey? As in... Have an idle animation where he walks and walks and walks and walks and walks. Animator. And... What if I was to have just, hang on. Ah, that doesn't work. Okay, cool. Just check it. Just check it. Oh, I should probably also, yep, set up the avatar. I do remember that. Where do I set that up? I can't remember that. Rig, avatar, definition. Humanoid, right? What are you missing? You don't have a left hand, eh? Ain't that a bitch? Leg, spine, neck, right shoulder. Oh. Oh shit. Yeah, left shoulder. Left hand. Apply. Dumb. You should be cool with that, right? Alright, mutant avatar, and we're going to create the animation controller. I guess, yeah, mutant controller. Bring this one over here. We'll switch those sides. And then I just want to add the creature walk. Mutant run. What happens? Mutant fell into the ground. Right, I think it might be that none of these animations are set up. So what if we do this? Yeah? Did that fix it? It did! I still got some errors. What are those errors? Does that just happen now? Hang on, what? Okay. What? I have no idea what the hell was wrong with that, but okay. I do want to unpack this now, I think, right? Maybe not. Yeah, so I can't apply it. Okay. Copy that component, remove it. Maybe I didn't need to do that. And then that, I think I might unpack it. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a dickhead. Maybe I don't need to do that. That way we can, I don't know, make whatever we need to make here. So, alright. Now, all of these need to get set to humanoid. Copy from other model. Mutant avatar. Create. And the same here. Alright, so now any of these should work. God, I did a little bit better this time. I love that. Alright. So now it also knows what it's looking at. Can I unpin this? Bring it out so you can see a bit better? Oh well. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Alright. So, we want to do the same thing that we've done with the enemies here, where this third-person character script actually controls the animations. I think I need to pee real quick. And then we'll be back. I might need to get a tutorial up real quick, just to refresh my memory rather than brute forcing doing this again. I don't know. Give me a second. I'll be back. Yeah, right, back again. So, what did I say we were going to do again? Try and figure out how this translates. Yeah. And, I don't know, funnily enough, it's a Brachy's tutorial. So, Unity, character, animation... Can't remember which one it is. Hang on. Nav mesh. I'm pretty sure it's specifically a nav mesh one, right? Here he is. Animated character.
To connect together multiple nav mesh surfaces. We'll also finish things off by implementing an animated character to replace our cylinder. Also, this video is sponsored by Unity. So, let's jump right into it. So as you can see here, I have a simple scene with two ground elements. Both of these are just simple cubes, and I've gone ahead and named one ground 1 and the other one ground 2. And if I go to my nav mesh here, I can hit bake. And you can see that both surfaces are walkable to our agent, but there's of course a gap between them. So if we were to select our player now, we can see that we have the nav mesh agent, and I've gone ahead and added the player controller that we created in the last video. And if we play, we can move around one of the ground planes, but there's no way for us to go to the other one. To change this, we can use a nav mesh link to connect them together. We'll go to our hierarchy, right click and hit create empty. Hold down control, and this hit play. We can now click on the opposing surface, and our nav mesh will use this link to transition from one to the other. You will notice that if we click over here, our agent has to go through the link in order to reach that position.
Actually,
if you look closely, you can see that the agent speeds up when using the link. This is the agent exhibiting jump-like behavior. When creating a nav mesh link, we aren't creating a surface. Instead, think of it more like a teleporter, where when we meet the start of the link, it will simply quickly move the agent to the other side of the link. There are also some different properties that we can modify on our nav mesh link. Most importantly, we have the width. This allows us to make our link wider. Walk with 1, we need to assign ground 1 here. It works just fine, but a great amount of control over our nav mesh. It's time to replace this boring looking character with a cool animated one. To do that, I'm going to open up example 5 here. In here, I just have a simple level. I'm going to select my nav mesh and hit bake. And on this level, I have the player character with pretty much all the same settings as before, as well as the player controller. And we of course want to get rid of this boring cylinder. To do that, we'll go to the top here and we'll right click and remove the mesh renderer. We'll also remove the capsule collider, as well as the mesh filter. So now our player is pretty much invisible. Instead, we want to add in a character called Loman. As always, if you want to get these example scenes as well as the character that we're going to be using, visit the link in the description. So if we go under example 5 Loman, there's a folder here called Loman. In here we have some different folders for our character. We're going to go under models and we're going to select the low body. Now if we select it, we can see our simple low point. And right away we're going to see it in our scene. We'll simply drag it under our player object. And right away we're going to see it in our scene. We won't be applying any animation just yet, so I'm going to right click on the animator and remove it. And now if we go into our scene view and hit F to focus on him, we can make sure to position our player correctly.
Hang on. So with the foot soldier, the animator is on the base item. Yeah.
Correctly. I'm just going to reset the transform so that he's completely centered on our object. I'm then going to go under our player and I'm going to go to our nav mesh agent and remove the base offset. So I'm going to set that to 0 and that should snap our collider right in place. And then we can go ahead and place him on the ground here. Also want to make our graphics a tiny bit bigger, so I'm going to select low body, change to the scaling tool by hitting R and just scale him up a tad. I'm also going to go under the materials and assign the low body material to him. So now if we go and hit play, we will be able to move him around our scene, just as before. But of course, it's very boring when he doesn't have any animation applied. So how do we go about this? Well, so far, we've been using some simple graphics to illustrate our player. And whenever we've moved the player in a given direction, we haven't been changing those graphics at all. And that's just fine when using a simple shape forward. And in order for this sort of one that our animation, the first one doing animation on top, the way that agent is. So our character shown in the way to go about it and running in the instead of just how it's that does exactly this. The script I'm talking about is the third-person character script. It's part of the standard assets, and I've also included it in the example scene. If we go ahead and add this to our player, it's going to add a bunch of different components. But most of these we can pretty much leave as is. As for the third-person character script itself, I found that the default values work just fine. So I'm just going to collapse that. The same thing goes for the rigid body, and as for the capsule...
Okay, so that just, it automatic, okay, right? Right? Where the hell's that script? I do have it here somewhere. No, not that one. Where are you? Wrong one. God damn it. It's here somewhere. Hang on, turning music back on. Where the fuck is it? Where did I put it? Where the fuck are you? Ah, there it is. Okay, you go away. Alright. I think we are doing this in the wrong order a little bit. So I think I'm actually gonna undo that. We're gonna go into the animator, we're gonna change this out for just an idle animation. Mutant, creature pack, idle, what's these, what do these look like? That's an idle action. Alright, we'll just do that one. Bam! That one, and the animation itself, loop time. Beautiful. I love it. You've done great here. Idle. So I'm going to add the nav mesh stuff to it. We've skipped over that a little bit, and we need to create a new agent. Because he's a thick boy. So I think I'm going to create a little bit of his AI first, just that basic part of his AI that sort of just chases me around. So name, mutant, actually we're going to call it Brute here. I don't actually know. Can we turn on gizmos? Yeah, there it is. How do I... Can I see it? Better? Alright, height is 2.7. 2.8. There we go. Radius of 1. Yeah, we'll give him we'll make him thick. So then we'll just say the same thing for here. Yeah, that works. We don't need to worry about generating links currently. And that's good. Alright, so you are the brute. Alright, how are we doing this? So the scripts for the enemies are now a problem. So, first things first, we need to actually change how the original foot soldier is made. And we're going to call this foot soldier AI. So it's going to inherit from enemy state. That is the next thing we got to do. So get rid of all of this just to sort of restart our setup. Alright, and so enemy AI. This foot soldier AI needs to inherit from enemy AI. It's going to be needs to be more of a general thing. And then everything that's in here, specific to a foot soldier, needs to be moved. Fun. So most of it is this awake state. So if we bring that into here, okay, so every enemy is going to need an instance of the player. Every enemy is going to need this sort of stuff. So that's all over there. I don't need any of this. Alright. Static? No? How did I do this? I did this somewhere else. I can't remember where. It was in the UI. Alright, I just gotta make it public. Got it. And I gotta spell it right. Alright, and then base.awake here. And then we'll make this one public virtual. Public override. Alright, alright. Just trying to figure out what can be used here and then transported down into inherited versions. So for something like player, where's that? Player. Could we do something like protected? I could. And then that allows that to be... So we could do this, protected nav mesh. Something like that. Okay, that does make it happier. Okay. Okay. Yo, how's it going, Fox? What's happening, man? Getting a little bit late for you, wouldn't it? All good. What we're trying to do here is add a new enemy. We've got this cool guy here. He's the brute. So we've got the regular enemy here, and we're going to try and add a brute that has some pretty cool attacks. But to do that, I've got to change how the code works. So we need an enemy AI script that is a generic script that all enemies have. And then the foot soldier has access to some of that, and then the brute is going to have access to other parts of it. So I just need to figure out how to make that all work. So enemy material controller. This definitely needs to be everything. Everything needs a player. Everything needs a reference to the agent. That's the agent. Everything's going to have an animator. So Ragcon is also a terrible name for that. The material controller and that is specific, definitely specific to the enemy. So we're going to take those two. It's definitely specific to the foot soldier, I mean, sorry. So these need to be here. Which means Matcon and Ragcon both need to be there as well, which also terrible names. Terrible names. They need to be in this script. Alright, so that's made them happy. Also made bits mad in here. So that awake line doesn't need to be there anymore. We'll bring it over into here. Alright, and this is init state machine. That state machine needs to be protected, because everything is going to have a state machine. Like that. So that made all those happy. This funk bull, that is simply because it's not using... What are we missing? Those? No? No code actions available. What do you mean? Why didn't you like that? You're the voice, try and understand it. Son of a bitch. I am using Unity Engine. Why does it say that I'm not? Collections? Huh. I'm confused. Okay. Cover up the state machine for now. I'm missing something simple. It's definitely just one of these using things. Using system? Ah, there it is. I knew it was something simple. I'm just an idiot. Never mind. Alright. So, what I'm noticing here is a bunch of shit we can reformat. Ooh, it's rough. Ooh, it's rough. So I'm seeing other shit like this here. So all this weapon stuff here. All this weapon stuff here. So where we got fire delay, damage, and bullet speed. Specifically, fire delay and bullet speed are unique to an enemy that has a gun. This enemy doesn't have a gun. So I think we're going to need a more generic class that is something like just an enemy weapon. Or just a weapon. So in the same way that the player has a weapon controller that works specifically for my weapon, my gun. So let's have a bit of a play around here. What do we... I just want to do a bit of a class diagram. Try and figure some shit out. What do we got? Rebuild to protect. Do I have any class diagrams? Not really. Let's just make a new one. Alright, and it is specifically class diagrams. Rebuild to protect, class. Spell correctly. Class diagrams. Yeah. Jesus Christ. My drive picker folder. God damn, what? That was a weird drop down, wasn't it? I don't know, why'd that feel weird? Just that. Yeah. It's been a while since I've created one of these as well. Take away the grid, take away the page view. And let us start. So, alright. This is a weapon. A generic class for a generic sort of thing. It is going to have... Why are you not... Hang on. Just bring out a new one. No. Not that one. UML. There. This is what we're looking for. Class name, weapon. Weapon. So it is going to have a field of... It's going to have a bunch of fields. But it's going to have a method of void use weapon. Which is essentially going to be fire weapon for everything else. You know what I mean? Maybe we just say fire weapon. Fire. And then you would have something like this. Where a gun inherits from weapon. Actually, sorry, hang on. This way. Gun inherits from weapon. And so does something like, I don't know, sword. So both of these are the same thing. And as far as enemy AI is concerned, which is going to be another thing up here, where we have, actually, copy this whole thing, where we have a general enemy, then we have a foot soldier, and we have a brute. So an enemy is going to fire its weapon, but when a brute fires its weapon, it wants to fire a sword. So it wants to come down here and use this function. Whereas when a foot soldier fires its weapon, it wants to come over here and fire this function. So basically, the way we can make this generic is by having this fire here go to this fire here. Make sense? Kinda? So that way, anytime an enemy calls fire, it just looks at the weapon in its hand. If it's a sword, then it swings its sword. If it's a gun, then it fires its gun. But these things are very similar in the way they act and behave. Act and behave are synonyms too, so that was a redundant sentence. Does that make sense? It does require some refactoring of our code. And it's generally bottom down or bottom up kind of shit. So I think we need to start by refactoring the weapon. So what do we got here? What are you mad about still? Can shoot player. Let's just move that. You are coming over here. Just try and make these... What were you tabbed in? No idea. Yeah, let's just try and make these, happy. Okay, and by happy I mean let's just comment out a bunch of shit to make it shut up. You're not even going to worry about firing a weapon, are you? Oh, alright, this is going to be a bit. I'm going to have a quick billy real quick, because nothing helps me think clearly like being more stoned. God damn, I really shouldn't smoke while coding. But, this is a lot. So this is definitely turning into a more productive stream than I thought it was going to. It is turning into a just refactoring, but I think this is going to be way worth it. This will help everything sort of just work better. Yeah. I don't know, it's definitely going to be interesting. Well, I really didn't know what I was going to do for this stream, you know? It could have been anything. But, no, it's working out. We're getting it happening. Might even be an idea to make another coffee. I don't really have anything to drink besides coffee at the moment. I need to go for a drive again. I was trying to make it Sunday for me. I was trying to make it to Monday. I wanted to get that far and then go into town and do all my shopping and shit like that, you know? Like, if I buy chocolate milk from the servo here, because I'm like a town between towns, and it's a convenience store, or a servo, basically, it's gonna cost me $10 for a bottle of chocolate milk, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up. It hurts my soul. I can't afford that. But alright, so, let's figure this shit out. Oh my god, you're still mad at me? Why? Just stop. Okay. Sorry, I was just trying to think of how to make this generic as well. So maybe enemy AI can work for... No. Yeah, we can make this generic, but I think it is cool to have like a bunch of enemy states. So something like enemy chasing, where all the enemy does is chase down the player. Every kind of enemy is going to have that. But enemy engaging, this is specifically firing a weapon. It's looking at a target and firing a weapon. Something like the Brute, which I want to have, I want to be able to use its, I've got a lunge sort of a jump attack animation here, which looks really cool. God damn it, what errors, fuck off. Okay, I could at least get rid of those ones. But, mutant creature pack, here something, where are you? Jump attack. I want to make use of that, that's sick. We can make it like jump at you from across the map and just fucking rah, like in the same way the spiders do in Satisfactory. That'd be cool. There you go. Yeah, no, I think you need to do that. I was right on the bacon to pose thing. But alright. Oh, that's so cool. We're definitely going to get that to work. Alright. So something like that, hey? So if we're going to continue, if we were to continue this state... Coding's hard, you know? Would a weapon... I think a weapon... I think we could count, Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking. What? I didn't get the spacing thing there. God, this sucks. Alright, something like that. Gun, and I was thinking melee could be something as well, right? Maybe. Because the brute's more actually going to be a melee than a sword. Which I think makes sense. Alright, where are we at? Alright, let's start with weapons. Like I've said a couple of times here. So we're going to go to scripts. We're going to change this. We're going to add a folder called weapons. Which needs a generic weapon script. Oop. I want another script. Oop. Sorry. My bad. God damn it, Unity. I'm so sorry. Why do you take 30 minutes to do everything? Can I just create a bunch of scripts and then you compile them? That'd be nice. Alright, weapon. One weapon is going to be... I keep doing double L in melee. I don't get why this is mad at me. Okay, mono behavior, and we're gonna do gun, right? Yeah. Alright, I want to just close this down and open it again. Because what the fuck is that error? I don't get it. Why is it there? Quickly restart. I say quickly. Nothing in Unity's quick. Oh, give it a minute. Bloody ting. There it is. Alright, you happy with that now? So that was just a weird error that I got. That was a Unity error, not a Kai error. Got it. Lovely. I like that. Makes me feel better. Okay. Where are we at again? We got weapon, melee, and gun. Weapon, melee, and gun. Melee and gun are both going to inherit from weapon. Like that. And they need to do things. So this, for instance, is going to have a public virtual void fire, just fire. Probably don't even need to do that, right? You can sort of just do like an empty function like that. So every weapon is going to be able to fire, but not every weapon is going to be more specific than that. So we can just take the public virtual void right there, and public override void fire. And then we don't even need to do base fire, because that is a completely new thing here. So both melee and gun are going to have that. Alright. So I think we need to switch back again, sorry, to the enemy AI here. And we need to get that to work. So, for now, I think we need to hide the mutant. And go back to just trying to get the foot soldier to work with the new inheritance structure. So hide the mutant. And we're going to be working on the foot soldier again. All that can be hidden. Ooh. And this needs to be foot soldier AI. Oh, I can't post component as values on that. Damn, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Basically, just copy all of this. 1, 10, 5, 75. Oh, Jesus. Okay, now if I remove that. Apply all. Okay, okay. Did I just break the game, or does that work? Will you chase me? Oh, okay. For a second, you kind of chased me. Okay, Phew, fucking hell, hey? Fucking hell. What specifically needs to be moved? Alright, so fire weapon is going to have a function, but it's also going to be public virtual void. Okay, like we were saying before, the enemy, every enemy is going to be able to fire a weapon, but every enemy is going to have access to a different weapon. So, this fire weapon function does need to essentially be empty. The foot soldier AI, this is where its fire weapon is going to have all this shit here. This check for a clean shot, spawn bullet, blah 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 blah. That's where that needs to be. This doesn't need to be there at all. Function exists to be overwritten. In brackets, it's a it's a sub little bitch. Never mind. Function exists to be overridden. So this check for a clean shot function doesn't even need to exist in this context. It can exist over here. Maybe It does need to be here. I think this needs to be different. So checking for a clean shot, it actually needs to be... We're going to change it to can see player. And it's going to return a value. So... It's going to say can see equals false. It's going to return false down here, saying that it can't see the player. If it makes it all the way through, it tries to look and hits something else. But if it looks at the player with the raycast and hits the player, then we're just going to return true. Beautiful. So can see player is going to be a new version of bool can see player equals that. Specifically the foot soldier AI has this last fired time shit. Yep. Okay. Spawn bullet only needs to be used by a foot soldier. It's going to be more generic than that though. We are going to change it to be more generic. Get direction. What's that? That I'm going to have as a protected, so it can be used by its children, but it can't be accessed from out of the class. This specifically is going from a bullet origin though. Public override void. Sorry, my bad. Forgot to do that. Why'd I do that? It's literally the only time can shoot player is ever assigned. So if it can't see player, then return. Right, okay, so that should be the enemy AI that it existed as before. What does that give us in game? He shoots me once and then can't do it again. Yo, how's it going, Dev? We're back at it again. We're doing quite a bit today. Even though I said the title says I don't know what I'm doing, I do now. We have figured it out. So, it started off as deciding that we were going to add a new enemy. But that has turned into reformatting all of my code to be more generic. So, we've realized that the enemy AI needs to split into two, where we have Foot Soldier AI and Brute AI. And then, as we've been trying to do that, we've realized that every enemy needs to fire a weapon. But every weapon needs to be something different, something like a sword or a gun or just their hands. So, in the case of the Brute, it's basically just using its sword / hands. I don't know really what you would... I mean, it's kind of a sword, kind of hands. I don't know. But, so we're going back and we're trying to rewrite a bunch of our code to be more generic. So that's where we're at. We now have an enemy AI and Foot Soldier AI. And we're trying to make this enemy AI as generic as possible while the Foot Soldier continues to work as it should. Make sense? We'll see if we can get any of this to work. Now, where are we at? Where are we up to? If enemy is on nav mesh state machine tick. And this should be... So it should just be constantly ticking fire weapon. So every frame it's calling fire weapon. Fire weapon is being overwritten in here to check if it can fire. If it can see the player, then it's going to spawn a direction. Yeah, why isn't that working? What are you doing? What actually happened there? Something weird has happened here. So if I start the game, he shoots me once. He still takes damage as normal. He is red for engaging. Oh, it's something to do with the can shoot player. So I think I need to just say, every time it tries to fire the weapon, yeah, we do can shoot player equals can see player. And then if you can't see the player, then just return and don't actually fire the weapon. But still update the can shoot player. that should be it. There it is. You suck. Oh, fuck. So do I. Yeah, well. Alright. So how does that affect us moving forward? So I believe now, if we go to enemies, we have enemy AI, we have, where did I create foot soldier AI? Right there, good. Alright. Enemy utility scripts. Did I spell any of that right? I did. Nice. Enemy health bar, body part, material, dummy controller, all go in here. Clean it up a little bit, you know. Alright, so let's create a new script, and it is going to be Brute AI. So this is going to be the big boy. Gonna add him back in. And add the Brute AI to his thing. So he is also going to inherit from enemy AI. We are also going to public override the awake method. We no longer need that. We no longer need this or the ragdoll. We can figure that out later. Actually, we'll probably keep that. I'm just going to put null in those. And then in the chasing functions, enemy chasing, matcon, oh, okay, cool. If matcon doesn't equal null, just provide a check for that. And what was the other one that I did that in? This one, enemy engaging, which also uses it right there. Got it. Alright, you need using system to keep happy on that. So, for the brute, we're going to change its AI. It needs to be different. So, we're not going to have repositioning, we're going to have chasing and engaging. And we'll add victorious as well. Why not? Alright. So that should work. It should just work like that. That should have given it AI. It should now chase us around. Maybe. No. Yeah. Alright, so all of this shit. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay. Not quite. Maybe we'll remove the engaging state as well. And we'll just say chasing to victorious. These never get used. Beautiful. What about that? So the chasing state, it'll have a target, it'll have an agent, and it should just set the agent destination to us. And yep, it defaults to chasing. Alright. Let's see what happens. I think it messed up just because it tried to engage us. No? Ah. So it's trying to do the character move. Oh, we've got a bit of a storm out in the distance. Actually felt quite close to us. What am I missing? I mean, it wants the third-person controller script. Alright, its height is 2.8. Move it 1.4 up. Capsicle out of there, beautiful. Yeah, I was gonna say, we do need to turn that discrete into continuous, right? Yeah. 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 Alright, yep, don't need to freeze anything. How's it going, Nick? I'm going pretty bloody good at the moment. A little confused, as always, which is, you know, sort of just how this works. But getting there. Let's see what happens when I press play now. Oh, he's chasing me. Oh! Ah! That's actually terrifying. Fucking terrifying. Yeah, it's coding. It's good fun. Nice and confusing. On ground leg, all of these things not happy with. That is fine. That is because it is looking at the mutant controller here and seeing that none of it matches. I don't have any parameters, I don't have any layers, I don't have any of the good shit that this one does. I don't have any of these states. I will soon. I'll set it up. Alright. What I want to do now... You know what? Let's actually do that. Let's copy this controller here over to our boy here, and then modify it. Shouldn't be too hard, so that we get all the animations that he should actually be doing. I think that's a valid next step. All right, where is it? Where is he? Where's our boy? Where'd I put him? Characters. Mutant, right here. Found him. Alright, its controller we can delete for now. We're going to find the original humanoid controller here. We're going to copy it, paste it, and we're going to call it Brute. Brute controller. It's going to be different, and it's going to be better. It's actually just going to have different animations. Alright, for one, it doesn't have rifle animation. Alright, let's just press play. What did that do? It would have changed his animations, but they should be just human animations now. Oh god! Oh god! Help me! My god, this guy is terrifying. It's the wrong animations, but it works. He's not dying! Oh man. Oh, I love game development. It's actually the best, isn't it? Alright, why were you mad? I didn't have a resolve hit function for you. Okay, we'll figure that shit out later. I don't want to hurt him yet. I want his animations to be different. That was fucking terrifying, holy shit. Okay. What do we got in the locomotion? So we want to change all of these. My god, eh? I do think we need to simplify this at some point. Like the foot soldier here. I mean, he can use all those animations, I suppose, but I guess let's just try and apply as many of these as we can. So Mutant Idol. We're gonna chuck that one in there. Oh, I can't. There I can. Mutant idle. Standing quarter turn. What's the closest we got to that? It's turning right. Hang on. Yeah, quarter turn right. We have one of those, don't we? Oh, so it's giving me two. It's giving me one that's baked, one that isn't. Okay. So this one, the rotation is baked into it. And it's not a quarter turn, it's a half turn. So... I don't know if that's going to directly translate. So yeah, we have a quarter turn right and a half turn right. It may be a bit too specific for us. We have a turn left 45, and that's it. So maybe we just take that one there. And remove it. And same as the half turn left. And then we'll just have quarter and whatever. Mutant turn left 45. Alright, I don't want the ones that are unbaked because I can bake them myself. That are already baked. So like these two, don't need them at all. This one, turn right 45. This is going to be a bit of a tedious step. But it's what we need to do. And then the mutant idle, which I'm pretty sure is this one that we're using here. We're going to rename them just because it's going to be way better to look at in the future. Otherwise, it will drive us nuts. So save. What do we got? So we got mutant idle. We got mutant turn right. Oh. And then we got mutant turn left. Oh my god. Look at us. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're slowly doing it. Okay, next one. Mutant walking. Take that and we're gonna loop it, and I think bake rotation in, apply. So that should make it walk in a straight line. Wait a second. Humanoid walk, this one here. Bake Y position in. Yeah, okay. Gotcha, I can do that. That one there. Should I have not put the bake Y position in? Yeah, no, I should. He just doesn't quite walk straight. And what about like -10? What does that look like? Okay, +10. Oh, the rains are coming. Alright, that's better. Now he walks in a straight line. Walking in a straight line. That's what he's doing. So, mutant walking. Okay, humanoid walk sharp right. What does this one look like? Walking in a circle. Walking in a circle. What do we got? You got the standing turn. Oh my god, that's turn 90. Son of a bitch. I have turned 90 here. I didn't notice that before. That does suck. He doesn't really have a turning animation, does he? Like, not a walking and turning animation. I do want to change this, though. I don't want to add those two back in. So... add some more motions. What does it need to be? It needs to be at... Y0... 0, and then... -1... 1. Okay. Not gonna lie, didn't see that coming. Mutant turned right 90. I think I do need to loop. I can't remember if I need to apply them. Hang on. Where is it? Stand turn. So bake the Y position and loop time. Don't bake the rotation. Got it. Alright, let's try and actually, before we do this, let's consolidate. Let's move all of these into the other one. If they have the same name, skip all. Wait, no. If they have the same name, skip file. Okay. So walking, swiping, running. Yeah, I'm just going to delete all these. I'm going to trust that those are not needed. That one, I'm not sure how to deal with yet. So I'm just going to go through and figure out all these. So like that. We're going to loop. We're going to call this mutant turn left 45 because that's what it is. Apply. Mutant breathing idle. I'm just going to call this mutant idle 1. Sure, bake that and that. Why not? Don't think it'll make much of a difference there. Alright, mutant dying. Beautiful. Bake this. Like that, beautiful. Mutant dying. Mutant flexing muscles. Alright, mutant idle action. Idle action 1. Actually, we'll just call it idle flexing. Do we loop it? I don't know. Probably not. Mutant idle. Okay, that's gonna be mutant idle stretch. Mutant idle flexing. Oh, I didn't know flexing only had 1x. Yeah, that does make sense. It looks a lot better. Mutant idle flexing, mutant idle stretch. What was this one? Hang on, sorry. This is a long ass one that had the stretch in it. Yeah. Idle with stretch. That's a weird one. I might actually just delete that one. I don't like it. Because it's not necessary. We have the breathing idle and the stretch idle. If we need them together, we'll just string them together. We'll figure that out. Hang on, wait. Idle stretch. Apply those. I named it. Idle flexing. Good. Alright. Idle jump attack. Whoa. Okay, so those are the same animation. So So since they all have mutant, I'm going to delete that one. I like the naming convention. We're just going to call this one mutant jump attack. Beautiful. Mutant jumping, what do you got? It's just a Weedle jump. What are you? So that's just a quick jump. That's just a... So this is more of a standing jump. And that's a jump start. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah, I don't think I want to bake it into the pose because the jump itself will be handled with the object. So I think this is just, yeah. Mutant jump start. Mutant left turn 45. Loop. Not the rotation. The rotation? I mean, not the rotation. What are you doing? Okay, that one's turn left 45. This one, it's already baked out of it. I don't want that one. So that one, the animation's good. That one, it's already baked. The rotation's already baked. We don't want that. Where's the turn left 90? There's turn left 45. Turn right 90. Did I delete it? God, it's hard to tell. 45, 90. There's only right turn 90. Didn't I put both there? Oh, wait, no, that's looking at the, hang on, assets. Wrong spot, that's why it's not there. Characters, mutant, here. Turn right 90. Left 45. Jump attack, breathing, dying, flexing, idle, idle, jump, jump, jump. Left turn 40. Right turn 40. Right, roaring, run, swiping, running. Don't have a left 90. Right 45, left 45, there's no I mean, we could mirror it. We could try and just mirror it. But that probably wouldn't work as simple as it sounds. So like if we duplicate that, right turn 91, and we call that left turn 90. So right now he's turning right. If we were to mirror this, where's that? There's going to be an option here somewhere for the mirror. Oh, right there. Dick. So that's technically turning left 90. So if we now apply that, alright, so we have this one here, which is mutant idle. And mutant turn right 45. Probably should have finished baking this shit. Mutant right 45. Mutant right 90. That's definitely got to be the other way around. Alright, turn left 45. Where are you? Have I not done this one? I have done this one. Alright, beautiful. And then just mutant left 90. Alright. So we're standing, we turn left, turn left quick, slow down, turn right quick. Yeah, no, that works. Yeah, alright. That works. Alright, let's go back to figuring out these. Punch. Mutant punch. Yeah. Jesus Christ, that is a good punch. Just fucking hooks him. Yeah. Yeah. Bloody hell. Punch right hand. I'm going to try and mirror this one as well. Right hand punch. We'll make that capital. Cool. Duplicate it. And we'll call it a left-hand punch, eh? We'll see what we can do with it. God, no. Right hand. Alright. Does mirror? Oh, it does. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we can sort of like string those together maybe. Like left, right, jump or something. That'd be sick. Yeah, mutant right turn 45, mutant right turn 90. Bake Y into pose. Bake Y into pose is going to be relevant for every single one of them except for the jump ones, where we don't want them to bake Y into the pose. Alright, roaring. Also looks like he's kind of breathing fire. That's pretty sick. We could do like a fire breath thing too. Call it mutant roaring though. Beautiful. Mutant run. This one's going to be looped, rotation, and Y both going to be baked in. Oh, he's cute, isn't he? -5 offset. He looks like he's vaguely running straight, doesn't he? -8. Too much. -6. I think I was on it with -5. How is that one so much different? -5's on the other side of the line. Either way, we're gonna go with it. Yeah, no, we definitely want to bake it in there. Alright. Oop. Wasn't there a different mutant run? Be good if I could specifically just look at the... I think that was the specific ones for mutant. I think that's what we got. Works for me, honestly. Works for me. It is menacing, isn't it? Alright, mutant run. Beautiful. Mutant jump standing. Standing jump. I did this earlier, didn't I? This, I honestly have no idea what to do with it. Probably not really going to use it anyway. Oh, Jesus. Yeah! We'll at least name it, though. Mutant standing jump. Mutant... left hand swipe. Yeah. Beastly. Alright, and then mutant walking. Alright, I think that's it. We'll give it a little bit of rotation. -8. Alright, that was actually it there. You're beautiful. Okay, I think that's all of them. Alright, now let's try and remap the rest of these. So, mutant walking. That's you. So I don't have these. So I think I delete. Maybe I just keep those. And then just replace the ones that I can replace. Know what I mean? Like the run. That we have. We just don't have run left and run right. So let's see what this looks like in game. With the new animations. And by new animations, I just mean his original animations. Alright, so his animation definitely doesn't blend very well in with I wonder if we could blend his animation. Yeah, I'm not sure. It is fucked up how fast he is, though. Oh, this is sick. Oh, God. It is terrifying when he catches you. Alright. So specifically with that, one thing we can do just to make it a little bit nicer. Oh, you're right there, Raki. Jesus. Oh, I should feed you, buddy. It is time for dinner. I'm sorry. I've been a bit of a dick, haven't I, mate? Let's give it a distance of 2 stopping distance. Oh, this is good. We're actually getting there. I'm not sure who's watching. I don't know if it's Nick or Fox or Dev. One of you guys. But we're making progress. Ah, God. I gotta feed my kitty cat. That's nice. We almost have a second enemy in the game. I mean, there's a lot more that we can do to actually continue to reformat the code and stuff that this all relies on. But we're getting there. God, for a stream that I started 2.5 hours ago, sort of going into it expecting not to know what to do, this is coming out pretty goddamn good. Alrighty, so I'm going to knock everything out real quick. We're going to have a little bit of a break and a bit of a podcast session where I'm running around talking from a distance. But I'm going to chop up, I'm going to feed my cat, and I'm going to make myself a coffee. All in one go. Oh shit, it is also 4 o'clock, so I should be getting... Oh no, maybe we'll stream for like another hour and a half or so. Because I need to go in and get something to drink. If I want to keep streaming though at that point, I guess I'll just leave you on pause for a minute while I go in for a drive. It only takes a second to get in and out of town. I'm not that far. Just far enough for it to be a pain in the ass. Maybe I should go now too, because I feel like there is a storm coming. I don't know. God damn. The bud that I just grabbed out has the most like knotted stem through it. It's a fucking tight bud, but it just means that it's really tight to the stem. That was... Only someone that smokes is going to understand that. Sorry, my bad. But still. Pain in the ass, basically. Alright. Well, I got me buds in me bowl. My kitty cat staring at the side of my head. Yes, I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming. Alright. You get me coffee cup? Let's go. Alright. Bowl can go up there. Coffee cup there. Kettle. Start boiling. Ugh. Don't blow myself up with the gas. It stinks in here now because I kind of fucked up a little bit on igniting the gas stove. It's fine. I didn't get blown up. Alright. Up. Do I have another... Oh, good. Thought I was actually out of cat food for a second then. Alright, I've chopped up. All done. Would you like some food, Racky boy? Come on, here you go, fat ass. Yes. It's me, Wild. Shut up. Sit down. Just me. Trying to get food out of the cat tin. Shut up. She likes to bark at me every time I smack the cat tin into the cat bowl to try and like empty the shit out of the bottom. She's like, oh, we're gonna bark at that. Pain in the ass. Alright. making me coffee. Ow. And the milk. Just stolen enough for little bits of coffee supplies off Mum too. I wanted to go shopping tomorrow, but Alright, all sorted. The cat's fed, I chopped shop, and the kettle is just boiling. Oh, it's about to boil? God damn, I just sat down. There's less water in it than I thought. I'll be back. Bloody hell. I feel like now that I've actually done this stream, the title and thumbnail really don't justify the content of the stream. So it might be one of the few times where I actually like make a new thumbnail when I'm finished. Like I might do that. When I finish streaming, I might I'll rename the stream to something like adding a new enemy. Adding a new kind of enemy or something like that, and then have a screenshot of that. And yeah. Yeah, no, I'm getting those tiny little bits of fucking stem out of my chop. Little bastards they are. Alright. That'll mostly do. And then I'm going to put a tiny little bit of spin in there because I'm still dying every now and then. And I'm sick of dying. It hurts me. Okay. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Anyway. I don't know what made me think of that. Where did I read birthday? I feel like I read birthday somewhere and started singing that. Or maybe the song definitely didn't remind me of that. I have no idea. I was 2 seconds away from actually putting on music then and then remembered that I can't. Oh! God, it's so sad, isn't it? Why can't YouTube just let me be free? I mean, you know, copyright laws and all that shit, but still! It's not fair. Bloody corporations. Why can't everything be open source? Like half of my hotbar, or my taskbar there. I'm pretty sure Visual Studio Code is open source. Opera, I don't think is. OBS, I think OBS is open source. Audacity, I think is also open source. DaVinci I know is. Unity isn't. Blender is. Blender used to be open source. Is Blender still open source? I know it has a lot of like, it's quite easy to develop for, but I don't know if it's open source. Same for Audacity, I actually don't know. I know DaVinci is. I know, like, it has an open source and a paid model. The paid model pretty fucking good though too. Like the shit that's offered in the free, like the open source version, really good. The shit that, like, it's more than enough. The shit that gets offered in the paid version, just even better. It's just better. You know what I mean? Like it's shit that's like, yeah, I'd pay for that. That's worth paying for. Like their magic mask, that's so sick. I nearly cried when I realized that wasn't a part of the free version. I nearly cried. It was very sad. God. So terribly sad. Alright. Well, I'm just about to have a Billy, and then we'll get back into it. I can see some things that I want to change immediately. So, we're looking at the mutant here. The Brute AI has options for the bullet origin, the fire sound, and the muzzle flash. Don't need those. Everything else? Yeah. I think damage and bullet speed I'm going to change, and fire delay, we're going to change those as well. So there's a few things I need to modify here. God damn, I'm getting so much better at smoking with not, like, just, that was mostly green. That was like the tiniest little bit of spin at the bottom of that. To the point where I probably didn't even get any in that cone. Do I already have a bug in my drink? I can't tell if it's a bug or a little bit of coffee. Either way, I'm gonna drink it. It's a full fucking coffee. And I'm pretty sure it just sank, so we'll never know. We'll never know. Alright. So, yes, that Brute AI right there. There are things in it that don't need to be there. Things such as this. So this, bullet origin, fire sound, muzzle flash, all of that needs to go in this gun script here. So we need to take all of that. Actually, yep, we're just going to take it all. We're going to cut and paste this shit. Fire delay, damage, and bullet speed, all coming with me. Except for damage. Damage can go in the weapon class. Because every weapon does damage. Alright. How are we looking? So we have the health, we have the detection range, we have the engage range. We have the awake method that sets up the player, the agent, the anim, and the character. Things that every character has. Also the health bar. The health bar we haven't quite set up yet, but we will. Yeah, we will. So, fire weapon. We don't have yet. Alright, so we're going to have a public weapon. I think I'm just gonna do weapon for now. Yeah. So I was thinking of like imagining a character with 2 guns. Like he's dual wielding those fuckers. If I call fire weapon, that's going to be a more specific case. We're just going to do a weapon and call it weapon. That is what this fucker is working with. Can see player. And get direction. Yep, hang on. Thinking. So spawn bullet is going to be in gun. Bullet trails. Fire weapon. This is to be taken into gun and put into fire. How do we do that out here? We'll change this to last attack time, because I think everything needs an attack timer. So it can only attack every so often. And can see player, I think we need to change how that works. So maybe we do literally from their head. So I know parentheses can even be removed. It makes me paranoid, alright? So I think an enemy AI needs to have a sight origin. As in something where it sees from. So header. Weapon, health, and we go detection. Alright. This one in here is going to have a public... Not even a public. Site origin. So I think all of these can also be serialized fields. Alright, and then we're going to take that to be site origin there, and site origin there. You down here. Get direction is called specifically in the gun. No? Do it here for now. Hmm. Alright, so those engage range should be protected. Detection range is never used. So this should be a protected one. Yep. Okay. So firing the weapon in the same way that we have the diagram over here. Firing the weapon should be called from the enemy class to fire a generic class weapon. So this function here, where I did originally have it intended to be just completely overwritten, we're going to say weapon dot fire. Actually, no. That's close. We're going to take all of this. So, and in where I've got the last attack time here. That we need. Okay, man, I'm just trying to figure out where this fits. So if the foot soldier wants to shoot a bullet, its enemy AI needs to call fire weapon. My question is just, where do I put this last attack timer? So, if I was to use this for everything, this last attack timer would be used to control the fire rate of a gun. But if put on a brute, it would be used to control just any sort of attack. So I don't think it even needs to be done here. I think that timer so I do want this to be weapon.fire. So I think that timer should be in the gun somewhere. It should be here. So then multiple weapons can have multiple cooldown timers then, which I think works better. So again, also, again with the overuse of public fields, let's turn these into these. So last attack time. Float last attack time. Last fired. We can make this now. So fire. I'm looking at these functions here. And thinking this needs to be passed in a transform. Yeah. Transform target there as well. Right? How do I do that? What was it? I can't remember how to do this. How did I do it? I can't remember. God, coding's hard. Where is it? Oh, okay. swear I done that somewhere else. Where did I do that? Shit. How do I do that again? I can't remember. Hang on, Google. C# inherited function parameters. Parameters. I didn't spell any of that right, did I? Oh, specifically on class strings. Okay. Class strings. On constructors. Alright, sick. So just that works. So then we can go... I'm changing my mind again. We're going to enemy AI. On the fire weapon. We're going to say... Yeah, we're going to do the last attack one here. And then we're going to make it work. God. It's just going to be better here if we have it. So... That, get rid of that again. Last attack time. Then we're going to have a weapon. We're going to call it attack delay equals 1. That's a float. So fire delay, go away. Beautiful. That. Hang on. Copy this to here for now, just for a second. That's the part I don't need. That's the part I don't need. That's the part I don't need. Duh. Okay, that enemy AI. It's basically going to say can shoot player or can see player. All enemies are gonna have to make that make that perception. So that's fine. Then we just do weapon.fire here. And we also don't... Shit. Where is it? We don't need the target. We're fine on that one. Alright, so spawn bullet. Can shoot player is going to be different. We're going to remove that. Into enemy AI, we're going to have a can see player that's protected. Can see player equals that. Blah, 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 blah. This one over here. Can see player is going to control that. Okay. So the problem is this one now. We need to spawn a bullet with a direction for the gun. Specifically, this one does need a target. So transformed target is correct. Put that into weapon as well, and into melee. So we can do that. Get direction. Yeah. So this, that get direction function, I think is going to be here. Again, this one needs to be protected, not public. Can see player and get direction is going to be using the site origin. So for the foot soldier, we'll just make the site origin the bullet origin. And needs a target of player. And we'll add that offset before we send it across. Yeah, we're not even going to use a target. We're going to use a vector 3. Pass through less information. Target pos. So that needs to be a vector 3. As does that. This direction, get direction function. Get direction. Isn't just a site thing. So, yeah, maybe we don't even need it there. This, we just do player.position plus vector 3 up. times 1.5, I think was what we had it as. I forgot to copy that over. What do we have in our thing? That get direction function. Yeah, we'll put that get direction here first. We don't necessarily need it to be bullet origin. Alright. What are we looking at here? Quick sip of me coffee. Okay. So I think I've done it. Okay, also, this enemy AI, does it inherit from... So, like, if I... This brute AI, does it have access to those eye damageable functions? So, I think this... damage and kill should also be virtual. So that there specifically needs to come to the enemy and make it an override. And just do something like base.kill. So we just want to do the original one plus this. Toggle ragdoll. Okay, good. Alright. How's that looking in game? Alright. Da, 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 da. Yeah, fire weapon in this one's just gonna do base dot fire weapon. Alright, let's see what happens. So for now, we'll just see what happens. I won't even change anything. What errors happen? We've done a lot. I've gotten confused. Okay, site origin hasn't been set for that one. God damn, that's terrifying. Okay, site origin hasn't been set for that. Easy. Foot soldier site origin is going to be bullet origin. Weapon. How... So I could just add a weapon script to this. What does it need? Okay, yeah, no, it does need a bunch of shit assigned. So it has to be something that sits on the object. Gun. Gun. What did it do before? I can't remember. Say 10 damage. Bullet origin. Muzzle flash and... We'll just put that on the gun script. Yeah, so the gun has an audio source. Beautiful. Bullet speed? What are my bullet speeds? I can't remember what bullet speed should be. I feel like this should be a fixed thing. 75 I set mine to. Alright, and then weapon goes there. Alright, so he should chase me. And shoot me, like he normally does. Not you. You're stuck. What are you stuck on? Actually, I have no idea what's happening. Try again. Try see if we can see anything. What's happening? Oop. Weapon. Fire weapon. Gun. Are you ever making it to here? Debug.log. Hit. We're actually going to change this. We're going to go to the enemy AI. We're going to go to the foot soldier AI. Hit 1. Hit 2. Yeah, let's just see what happens. See if it's between those two hits. Oh, okay. No, it made it to hit 1. Alright, so I made it to hit to here. Yeah, where it looked at the thing and tried to fire the weapon. So instance.fire weapon would have been back to enemy AI.fire weapon. Alright, and here, we'll say, we know we get to this fire weapon thing. Hit, did it make it into here? Hit 1 and hit 2. Where do we get to this time? Maybe it can't see the player. Okay, we got to hit. And it couldn't see the player. That's what it is, it's these ones. So do we still have the check for clean shot function? No, we don't. Let us combine these two. So we'll do that, can see player, And then in here, when it does the can see player, we'll can see player equals false and return. And then here, we'll say can see player equals true and then return. Like that. So this, and then instead of doing instance.check for clean shot, we just say can see player. And it's not letting us call that. Because it is protected instead of public. That one we will allow to be public again. There. Hopefully that fixed the problem. Should allow it to do whatever it wants now. Beautiful. We're getting error when he shoots the monster. Alright, so I think with the monster, one thing that I want to do just to fix it a little bit, because we weren't able to get some of the animations. And I think I'm going to just take this. Whoops, sorry, we're in debug mode. Give me normal. And just move these, just remove these ones here. Just because it does make it worse when he jumps to the wrong animation states. The only reason I wanted to keep it was because I wasn't sure how... Yeah, see, like I don't want him to be using these ones up here. See, like in this state, it's weird. Alright, we'll keep them as placeholders. But I think we just duplicate the walking tab thing. Make sense? Alright, where was it? Creature pack. Walking is going to be all the ones at this 0.5 here. That's better. And the run, it's going to be all of these. Annoyingly, that does mean that he can't turn. But that should be better, right? He should still move the same. Yeah, he does. God, he's a beast, isn't he? Alright. So we fixed those both. My god, eh? So what do we do next? What's the next step? The mutant doesn't have a weapon. That's something we can do. Alright, we need to make the mutant damageable. That's one thing we need to do. But oh god, I think I need to go do a quick wee again. I think we're getting there. This is really cool. This is actually way more progress than I was expecting to make this morning. It's taken us about 3.5 hours, but we've got almost completely another enemy in there. We've managed to reformat a lot of our code as well to actually fit. So like, if we were to do this same thing again tomorrow with another enemy, with a third kind of enemy, I reckon it'd take us half the time. Because we've already reformatted most of the code necessary. There's probably a lot we could do tomorrow. But oh my god. We're getting there. My god, eh? See, it's nice to be when you're working within your wheelhouse. You know, like, this is... this is shit that while I did need to Google some of it, I understood what I was doing for most of this, you know? Like, this isn't outside of my bounds of understanding. Making custom windows, while I've done it before, I can't remember how to do it. So I need to touch up on the skills before doing it on stream, I think. Otherwise, it's just gonna end up being an entire stream of us watching bloody tutorials. Which, I don't know. I love that even though, like, I think I'm almost certain Nick has left his computer on, or like just left me running in the background somewhere. But even he's too bored to listen and watch. Even my loyal viewers are like, man, this is tough. This is hard to watch, albeit. Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where you just gotta check it every now and then, you know? I'm having another Billy again. You know, I'm fiending. But I'm liking this. I might even change the obstacle avoidance and stopping distance to a bit further on the mutant. What do I do when I get back? What do I want to do? I think I want to give the mutant health. That, I think, makes the most sense. Yeah, I nearly dropped my cone out of my hand. Scary. Dumbass Butterfingers. Oh, on an unrelated topic, my ADHD brain likes to do. I got a I've been doing heaps of work last night on the next episode of Satisfactory. I've actually made significant progress in the episode. Hopefully, I should be able to bring it out like next week. Actually, release it as a video. I'm very excited for that. And then I think I get better at doing it. I don't know. I think the next couple episodes after this one that I'm working on now are much shorter. Much less content to be smushed down into such a massive video. It's a lot. It's a big project that I've sort of taken on. But alright. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to run outside, I'm going to pee. And then I'm going to come back and then we're going to give the brute some health. We're going to make him shootable as well. Fun. We won't do his death animation yet. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of that error. I don't think we can really make the death animation yet until we, oh, shit. Until we take this guy and, shit, what am I saying? Until we remodel him to be a robot like this guy. So this is a brute, yes, but that's not the enemy that we're going to have. We're going to have a robot. It's going to be just a bigger version of a robot. We're using this character model as an outline, as a base. We are going to be able to use this same rig and animations and setup for a giant robot, basically. That, yeah, is what we're going to do. That is the plan. Anyway, I gotta get pissed. I'll be back. Yeah, right, I'm back. My god, it's a bloody gorgeous afternoon out there. I don't know, that storm that was over earlier just completely disappeared and is now just chilling. Be a good day to go to the skate park. Alright, we wanted to get rid of that error. That error was happening because... What was that error happening because of? Does that do the same thing on the other enemy? No? What's the difference? Ow, I got bitten like 4,000 times while I was out there just then. Jesus. Huh? How is one still damageable and the other not? Oh my god, my feet, man. Feet just got oh, sorry, microphone. My feet just got smashed when I went out then. What? So it's hitting the enemy. What? Object not set to reference. What do you mean by that though? Like what reference? It's to an enemy AI dot damage. It should have 100 health. Oh, do you mean this? If health bar doesn't equal null? Oh shit! The mutant actually died. Oh wow, that's not an actual thing. Alright. Now it should work, right? Mutant should have a health bar. Why did that disappear? Wait a second. It was meant to disappear, wasn't it? Yeah, they disappeared on both of them. Dumbass. Alright, sweet! Alright, so we've gotten rid of that error. And the brute can now die, technically. So, what are we up to now? We've deleted this one. But this has changed. So... design. Jesus Christ, I can't type anymore. Brute robot model. That'll be fun. I have an idea for that. I want to do some... I want to try a bit of kit bashing. It's something I've never done. But... it's like, it's so perfect for robot design. Okay, so we got the design... robot model. We need, brute. Handle brute death. Anim/ragdoll. Which is dependent on this. What else? What else do we need? Oh, brute attack animation. Add brute attacks. That's gonna be fun. I can't wait to do that. That'll be good. Yeah. So, through the week, I'm going to call a stream here, but through the week, I am going to try to get a little bit of work done on the side. Sorry, I've had the bloody music doubled for ages. It's loud as shit. My bad. So yeah, I want to try just doing a bit of work through the week to sort of just to reformat some of the iffier code. So there's a lot of things that just have a lot of extra weight that don't need to. For instance, this animator. Like, we're using the airborne, yes. Crouching, never. Dead, never. Win, never. Like this sort of stuff doesn't matter. So we could get rid of a lot of it if we wanted to. And I think we do. But it's going to take a little bit to figure out how to do that. So I think I'm going to call it there. Which is a pretty good spot to call it, I think. If we close all of that and open up our Git. We've done a fair bit today. And we're just going to say started adding brute enemy. Beautiful. It's a good spot to end, I reckon. Alright, well, thanks for the 6 people that dropped into the stream. I know it was a bit more boring. It's hard to do coding streams. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I think a lot of it will come with just me getting better at coding, honestly. And just continuing to practice. So, whether I get views or not, I'm going to keep doing these. I don't really care. I'm determined to get better. But yes, anyway, thanks to the 6 people that dropped in. I will catch you guys next time. See yous.